A special prisoner was being escorted by staff from the U.S. Embassy. They were on a helicopter, heading home, when something strange happened near a mountain valley. The prisoner suddenly woke up from sedation. His emotional outburst triggered a freak weather event. Lightning struck the helicopter's engine, and everyone on board crashed into the water below. But who was this mysterious prisoner? The truth would shock anyone. This is a story from a film called The Burning Man. The main character is a man with supernatural powers. To avoid harming innocent people, he chooses to live alone, deep in the mountains, far from society. His power to control fire becomes dangerously unstable when his emotions spike. Not only does he destroy things, but the burn marks on his body show he suffers too. In desperate need of painkillers, he sneaks into a small-town clinic to steal some medicine, and even grabs a few lollipops on the way out. Living like a drifter for years has made him look like a homeless man. One day, while walking quietly along the highway, he's stopped by a group of local troublemakers. They start provoking him for no reason. His emotions flare up, and one of them mysteriously dies on the spot. He's arrested and taken to the police station. After some investigation, the police discover his identity. He's an American with Norwegian roots, who came to Norway 3 years ago to visit relatives. But a fire broke out on the family farm, killing everyone except him. Because he seemed mentally unstable and refused to speak, the local police chief brought in a psychologist, a woman with blonde hair and a calm presence. Her professional approach helped him slowly open up. Through their sessions, he revealed the fire at his relative's farm and the death of the bully were both caused by his uncontrollable powers. His emotions trigger them involuntarily. The psychologist helped him calm down and regain control, at least for a while. Soon after, government agents arrived with staff from the U.S. Embassy. They wanted to take him back to America for further examination. But he refused to go, saying he would only talk to the blonde psychologist. Unfortunately, his opinion didn't matter. They sedated him heavily and carried him onto a helicopter. But just after takeoff, the sedation wore off. His panic brought dark clouds, and a massive lightning bolt struck the aircraft, sending it crashing into the water. Despite the chaos, he managed to save the embassy staff member who survived the crash. Once he made sure she was okay, he limped away to find the psychologist. By then, the psychologist had already seen news reports about the crash. 3 people had died, and the man felt deeply guilty. She took him to a remote cabin owned by a friend, giving him a place to rest. When he removed his shirt, she saw the full extent of his injuries. His body was covered in severe burns. He explained that his powers first appeared after arriving at his relative's farm. At the time, he had no idea what was happening, only that something was pulling him toward a hidden truth. To understand it all, the psychologist took him back to the site of the burned-down farm. Meanwhile, the police had already issued a national alert to capture them. On their way out of town, an old man spotted them at a gas station. Trying to avoid roadblocks, the psychologist took a back road and attempted to overtake a large truck. But the maneuver went wrong. The man's emotions surged again, causing the car to shake violently, as if hit by an invisible force. They abandoned the car and hitched a ride in the truck. Meanwhile, the police found the damaged vehicle and realized they were getting close. The authorities set up a blockade on a bridge ahead, hoping to stop them from entering the city. As the truck approached the bridge, the driver saw the roadblock and quickly stopped. He ran off, leaving everything behind. Now they were trapped, police on both ends of the bridge. The man was ready to surrender, but the psychologist stepped forward to explain things, hoping to protect him. Instead, the police threw her to the ground aggressively. The man had fallen in love with her. Seeing her hurt made his emotions explode. In an instant, the sunny sky turned dark. Thunder roared and lightning struck again and again. His connection with the storm stunned everyone. The officers, realizing they were in over their heads, quickly retreated. But the man collapsed from exhaustion. Though the psychologist screamed for help, no one dared approach until the old police chief drove up. A man of faith all his life, he too wanted to understand who this mysterious person really was. The embassy staff member who had witnessed everything now believed this man was extremely dangerous. If the world saw his powers, religious beliefs could collapse overnight. Chaos would follow. The only solution, in her eyes, was to eliminate him. But the internet had already exploded with theories. Some even claimed he was the son of Thor. The man was taken to a hospital, where doctors ran tests on his body. The beeping of unfamiliar machines made him anxious. As lightning sparked again, his energy surged, frying the equipment. The power knocked out machines in other rooms, including life support for a young child whose heart had stopped. As the man rushed to help, the father of the bully who died earlier blocked him, holding a gun. He had come for revenge. But the man didn't use his powers. He calmly apologized, and the father, seeing the sincerity, lowered his weapon. The man entered the child's room. The doctors had already given up. But with one burst of electricity, he restarted the boy's heart. As police escorted him out of the hospital, a crowd had already gathered, fans and curious onlookers, calling him Thor. Meanwhile, the police chief had done more research. After a great battle in Norse mythology, Thor and the gods disappeared. His sons built a farm in Asgard to protect what was left of the gods' legacy. The man could be one of them. The chief took him and the psychologist to the old farm. The ruins still smelled of smoke. As if drawn by a hidden force, they found a hidden basement. At the same time, the embassy staff and soldiers had also arrived, and a sniper locked onto the man. Inside the basement, they discovered ancient rune stones from Norse mythology, and the Great World Tree, which the man had seen in his visions. Then they found a stone box. The chief warned them not to touch it. Better let the man open it himself. When he did, he pulled out Thor's hammer. Wearing gloves and a belt, he lifted the hammer, and a bolt of lightning surged down from the sky, charging it to full power. The man emerged from the cave, ready to embrace the psychologist, but a shot rang out. It missed him, but hit her instead. The shock and rage pushed him beyond control. His divine power erupted, and innocent people nearby were caught in the chaos. And that's how this powerful and tragic story ends. Even gods can fall victim to human fear and ambition. After watching this film, you might ask, how far are people willing to go when they fear something they can't understand? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel. See you in the next video.